A friend of all is a friend of none. This is a quote from the Greek philosopher Aristotle. And I also was making my research to make the video around this topic in particular. I realized how true it was as I started growing up and I left secondary school. When I was around secondary school, and I think we all kind of resonate with this. You go to secondary school, you make friends with a bunch of people, with everyone. All types of people. Sports kids, the nerdy kids, the group of girls, I don't know, whatever it is, and you feel like at least a good amount of the people you make friends with will stay with you forever. But they weren't, mainly because in a long enough timeline, you realize that performance was the reason why those people were friends with you, in a way, not really because of your actual natural character. When friendships are determined by who performs the most to get the validation of the person, is where you really realize that the person that you're trying to get the validation from is not gonna stay with you in a long enough time because it doesn't even know you in a personal level. You're not being authentic for your own self. You're not being honest to yourself. You are being something that you think will be good for the person that you want to get attracted with, as a friend, right? And in the process of doing that, as you mature, you kind of start caring less about what people think about you. You start acting in a way where, just in a way where you're more true to yourself. And by proxy, when you do that, the people that were with you for who you showed up to be in the past, in a way, they slowly just disappear. The people who wanted to be around you because of who you were genuinely, who you were being as a person, right? As an honest person, will slowly stay with you. However, the main issue that comes with this is people don't realize that being authentic to find friends always means that you will find a limited amount of friends. You attract a limited amount of people, That's why, you can have friends with at least like half the school in your secondary school. The moment they leave that place, you reach the age of, 25. Only 3 of those people out of the 35 they made at secondary school will still be with you, That's what modern day for adults. They don't have that many friends. They've realized, if you ask your parents, probably have like 2 or 1 or maybe 3, 5 maximum. Authenticity in real life interactions always means that you always attract a limited amount of people. However, that limited amount of people do stay loyal with you, But with a person who strikes to be friends with everyone, they don't strike to have friendships or genuine connection in the first place. It has to do more with validation, with the idea of the action that I do are beneficial not for myself, it's for the self. It's more for the view or the appearance that I'm giving for the people that want to appear the best, And it's honestly, for me, it just sounds exhausting, If you're in school, or you're still going to school, secondary school, or at least you're in a social place, you can always notice these types of people, The people that strikes to be just really just tries to be friends with everyone. In reality, they're friends with no one, They're not themselves, They're not who they want to be internally. You know, there's nothing good around their own self, at least from the outside. You know, it's nothing good on the outside. And the inside, you don't really know because they're not being authentic to themselves. You're not being true and honest with who they really are. And yeah, in a personal scale, well, I'll give you an example of this. When I'm in the place I go now, there's this one kid. He has a lot of like friends in his Snapchat, you know. Well, one day he was just scrolling around his phone, in his Snapchat profile or whatever, or feed, and I asked him, "Oh, are these all your friends?" You know, he said, "Yeah, all these are my friends," you know. And it's like, and he would just scroll through it, you know, scroll through the whole thing and show me, and I had no end to it. And it's like, and in reality, you know that those people who are in his, you know, Snapchat feed, they're not friends, bro. They're not. They're not there because of who he is. They're more because of who he appears to be. You know. People are attracted to the fake version of you, not the real version of you. You know. Social media, if you really show who you are, you know, in social media, I don't think a lot of people get attracted to you in the first place. That's why a lot of people appear to be something they're not, in order to get the validation that you want, you know. And for me, it's a bit of a tragedy. I don't think it's a good thing. I don't think we should be okay portraying ourselves to be something that we're not, in order to get the attention that reality is not like we really need. Why will life thrive upon attention in the first place, or validation? You know, just go about to what you think is right, just to what you think is right for yourself. Don't get caught up in the ideas of other people. You know, so that's all about it. See you.